안녕하세요. 여기는 2023년 여자 아이스하키 디비전 1 그룹 B의 경기가 열리고 있는 수원 아이스하키 경기장입니다. 오늘은 마지막 날이고요. 이 TV는 UK TV입니다.
Thank you to Hoon Yi, who's been our host here in Suwon this week. Fantastic addition to Team GB here at the World Championships. But this is the final edition of Ice Hockey UK TV in association with SMP Europe. And in the final group game, it is against Slovenia. This is what happened. Post-game Sunday with Coach Mike Clancy. We don't want to say the same thing again, but it's kind of been the same sort of thing again. It's a fantastic effort, best offensive performance, I think 40 plus shots on goal, 3 goals scored, and a penalty shot loss. It's slightly different, extra hockey this time, but the story remains the same.
I think from the group we worked really, really hard tonight. A couple of little slip-ups on breakaways for Theopren and our other nemesis, and they get a couple of goals and put us under the cosh. I think the girls have stuck to the plan right through tonight. Worked hard in the D zone to make sure that we didn't just chuck pucks and things. And then in the offensive zone, we always had presence around the net, so we were getting a lot of tips. She's a fantastic goalie, I've got to say.
Yeah, and it's sure obviously she got their MVP of the whole tournament, so she's been their number one player in addition to the forwards that we know about. But to get three past her again, it was the setup play, the power play, the creating the chances. That's all building to next year, and we know now next year we're going to be back in this division, so we can build on what we've learned this week and come back stronger, wiser, smarter, and put it to this division again next year.
We've just talked about that in the dressing room, the experience that we're going to take away from this, learning around the physicality that comes at this level, learning at the speed of the game, learning that you will get punished on the slightest mistake. All these are great learnings to take back and come back stronger next year.
Yeah, and when we said at the start of the week, where the aim was coming into the week, and yes, we're going to finish, I think, 5th in this table. However, if you look at how close all of the results have been, how close the standings are, the difference between 5th and a medal and higher is minuscule at this division, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is. I mean, if we'd have gone ahead and got something out of the career game to yesterday, we could have been looking at potentially medaling today. So it's that short.
Yeah,
it's that tight.
It's early to obviously we've talked about next year, but you've hinted that plans are already in place for next year. So obviously when we get home, you take a time to kind of recover, and then you'll start focusing on 2024.
Yeah, we've got a lot of video to watch when we get back, so analysing every game that we played so that we can learn from where we have gone wrong and bring that into next year. We've got some more systems to implement into this group to help them be even stronger. And look, like I said before, the experience they'll take away from this tournament will set us in good stead for next year. Yeah. Should be in Europe too, so it'll be a little bit different depending on the outcome of this game.
No, it's certainly something to look forward to. We appreciate your time, yourself and all the players talking to us post games. I know watching on social media, the support back home, people are getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch games. It's been fantastic, and they've appreciated the effort and the commitment the girls have put in this week, so you can take that back to the squad as well. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure from our side, and we'll see you soon.
Likewise, thank you.
Post game here on Sunday with Ellie Wakeling and Steph Towns. Another fantastic effort, 65 minutes and beyond. Ellie going from the best offensive performance of the week, getting the 3 goals and 40-odd shots on goal as well.
I think we was really unlucky to take the loss in that. We was definitely the better team. Definitely showed a big progression from previous games to today in the offensive zone, like you say, more shots. We were very unlucky not to bury a few more, I think. Kept possession nicely in the zone and had some lovely plays. So it's hard to take a loss when we've played so well, but at the same time, everyone put their heart on the sleeve, which was nice.
Yeah, Slovenia have been a kind of thorn in the side for a while, Steph, and we're that close. I mean, we've sorted the Kazakhstan problem this year. We'll get Slovenia next year, and that's the thing now. We've showed this year, this week, this is where we belong, and look out next year.
Yeah, I think the main thing is that we wanted to make an impact. I know we maybe started the week with that gold medal mentality. That didn't necessarily mean we knew we'd get gold or that would be easy. I think it was all just about making an impact, getting offence, and I think the scores have proved it as well. We haven't been totally hammered all over the place, which I think maybe a few teams thought that would be the case of us just coming up. So we've made a massive impact. We've got some goals in, defended well, and we've really set something up for next year. Yeah,
and I've asked a few players this week, moving from Division 2 last year to here, have you enjoyed the added pressure, the higher level, the higher experience, whatever it is? Have you enjoyed this week, Ellie?
I think we've actually adapted really well to it. I think we played a much better game at these higher levels. I think it's the level we should be at, if not higher. We played with a lot more intensity. I think we really took well to them harder teams, and like you say, playing in the hard games, we've really proved ourselves. So I think we're competing where we need to be, and I've definitely enjoyed it. I much prefer a faster, harder game, so it was definitely enjoyable for myself, and I know everyone else enjoyed it too.
And then come back with this group with another years of experience. Come back to the tournament next year, Steph. A lot of the same opponents will be here. We know what we can do for Division 1, and it's going to be exciting again to step up again.
It can only get better, and I think that's what we set out to do from the start of the week. Like, every game got better regardless of score lines. We knew it was going to be close, and there's a lot of players coming into the squad as well. And I think this week has also helped everyone to realise actually how physical, how fast it is. So we've all got things to take away from that and work on our game individually and as a team. So if anything, we're at a total advantage now.
Yeah, well, it's been fantastic to watch from the sidelines. A huge well done from everyone back home as well. It's been great to watch. Well done on the week, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
So as you can see, we're back here at the team hotel following the final game. GB going down in a penalty shootout to Slovenia. As we heard post-game from Mike Clancy, Ellie Wakeling and Steph Towns. Plenty to build on, staying in Division 1 for next season, which is huge, and looking forward to the 2024 campaign, again with this group, and exciting things for GB women's hockey. That's just about the end of the tournament for Great Britain. There's the closing ceremony later this evening back at the ice rink after the final game, and then travel day on Monday. But from everybody here in Suwon, thank you very much for watching Ice Hockey UK TV with SMP Europe. It's been fantastic bringing you all of these games from the Division 1 Group B tournament. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all of the support on social media. But from the GB women here in Korea, it's goodbye, and we'll see you again soon.